federal opposition set out to seize the political agenda with the release of its first major policy in weeks. Tony Abbott's promised more than $1 billion for mental health, and the move's been praised by experts in the sector who now want the government to match the promise. Political reporter Hayden Cooper.
As the new tenant moved into the Prime Minister's office...
Yes, Gillard, PM.
...and the former leader sought solace among supporters in Brisbane.
Did you keep Julia under the table?
What's bygones is bygones.
Tony Abbott was making his own announcement.
As a woman, I want to be judged on my competence.
Is that a big exclusive for us? You've just announced
The coalition did seek to steal the policy march on the new Prime Minister by unveiling a $1.5 billion plan for mental health treatment.
This will be a big step forward.
He's promising 20 early intervention centres, 800 new mental health beds and 60 youth centres.
There'll be lots of them. They'll be badged. So people will understand what they're about.
He was flanked by Andrew Robb, who has his own story to tell about battling depression.
I just keep telling myself to snap out of it and wake up to yourself and, you're being stupid. But I would do all sorts of things to try and pull myself out of it. I'd drive to work for years and I'd stop the car 3 or 4 times and look at the sun to make myself sneeze, because that released endorphins and it released chemicals, and I knew it made me feel better, but I still wouldn't confront the fact that there was some underlying condition.
Tony Abbott's pitch went down well in the field of treatment, including with Kevin Rudd's former advisor.
This will help hundreds of thousands of young Australians and their families dealing with mental health problems, alcohol and drug problems, and it will certainly help those families where someone in the family before the age of 25 begins to develop psychosis.
This was an example of where the government had got off track, to use Julia Gillard and Bill Shorten's terminology. And I think there was a sense that the government was also wanting to address this as late as last week. And certainly, I would welcome the government not only matching, perhaps even going further in terms of announcements of this kind.
The Health Minister isn't so easily impressed.
Mr Abbott didn't take the steps to get the foundations right when he was the Health Minister, and I think that we are entitled to be pretty dubious about the promises that he is making today.
Here in Parliament's ministerial wing, the focus remains trained on the mining tax. For most of the day, executives from BHP, Rio Tinto and Xstrata have been locked in talks with the Treasurer and the Resources Minister. The Prime Minister met them too, but still, there's no resolution. No one's prepared to name a deadline.
We are talking to a range of people from the mining industry, as is appropriate, and that will continue as we go through the week.
Hoping for goodwill in Canberra.
Oh, truly?
Receiving it in Brisbane.
Hi guys, how's everybody? How are you guys? Thank you for being so nice.
It's quite a change from a week ago.
Oh, that's okay.
Hayden Cooper, Late Line.